Afternoon, conference delegates. My name is Shilumbe Chivuno Kuria, and I'll be your Masters of Ceremony or Mistress of Ceremony for this final valedictory session. This has been a wonderful 3 days of emerging technologies that we have listened to, and I hope we have all gained some insightful knowledge into what is happening in research around the world. I would like to invite our Executive Dean for the Faculty of Computing and Informatics, who will give us the welcome remarks. Dr. Fungai Bunushava, or Professor.
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. Good afternoon, researchers.
Good afternoon.
Is it really a good afternoon? I think we are doing you a disservice. It looks like you still wanted to be here for a while and you are not welcoming this closing ceremony just based on your faces. But nevertheless, whether you like it or not, everything nice comes to an end, right? So we have come to the end of our 3-day journey, and my role is to welcome you again to the last session. We did a welcome to the 3 days of our conference, and the 3 days have been very fruitful. And today we are going to have a reflection of the fruitfulness of those 3 days. And allow me to welcome my chair, who is the program chair, Professor Dharam Singh Chat, to the program, who is going to give us the closing remarks, the summary of the conference, and the next steps from this conference as we reflect towards the future. We also have online Professor Nayak, who is the Pro Vice Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor of the Global Open University in Nagaland, and he's online. So he's also going to give us some remarks as we are closing the ceremony. And then finally, we are going to listen to our own Dr. Mnyaradzi Maravanyika, who is going to be closing the session for us. So he's the person that you should actually not be smiling at because he's doing the closing. I'm simply welcoming you all here. And so to all the researchers and the delegates, both online and in the room, welcome to our final session of our conference. Feel warm and enjoy the sharings of this last session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prof, for those warm remarks. I will now call upon Prof Singh to do the recommendations based on the conference.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed, all the online delegates, good afternoon again. After 3 days of intense and very productive work, accumulating in more than 1 year of preparation, the organizing committee wishes to summarize what has been learned and proposed in 3 days. The Conference of Emerging Trend in Network Computer Communications set out new technologies, share experiences, and discuss future solutions for the design of emerging trends in network computer communications. This series of conference provides a common platform for pioneer academic researchers, scientists, industrialists, students, share their views and achievement the proposed technology in the field of high performance computing applications, smart communication, big data infrastructure analytics, and the cybersecurity. On behalf of the Technical Program Committee, it is our great pleasure to present the 2024 ETNC conference report and the recommendations. The conference, being organized by the Faculty of Computing Informatics at the Namibia Institute of Science and Technology in hybrid mode from 23 July to 25th July 2024. And the conference is technically co-sponsored by IEEE South Africa and supported by Region 8 and also supported by the ACM Indoc chapter. I'm the chairperson of Indoc. ETNCC features a high-quality technical program across a wide range of research area in high-performance computing, emerging trends, network communications, and the conference covers emerging trends in wired wireless networks, HPC, intelligent computing system, smart communications, networking, IoT automation, vehicle communications, image processing, blockchain, and the cybersecurity. We know that the conference participants over 250. In inaugural, we thought the participants were 200, but right now we have more than 250 participants. Experts from 23 countries and 5 continents. Inaugural, we stated that the ETNCC has fortunes to receive 339 out of 129 were accepted for the technical programs after double blind review process, and I would like to announce that most of paper were presented. One paper from Bangladesh, there is a curfew and he shared the slide with us. So the acceptance rate for the submitted paper is 38%. The competitiveness acceptance rate of 30% reflects the prestigious of popularity of the conference to our research community. Our paper were presented in 20 technical sessions and on a workshop. Accepted paper will be submitted for IEEE for inclusion in IEEE Explorer subject to meeting IEEE Explorer scope and quality of requirement and will becomes the part of world highest quality body of technical literature in the computing, informatics, science, engineering, and technology. 13 invited speakers presented groundbreaking work on the trends in the field of smart and secure environment. Day 1 on 23rd July, the conference began with the inaugural session, followed by the distinguished speaker sessions, organized by the conference featuring 8 eminent speakers from Singapore, Malaysia, India, and South Africa. The inauguration of conference was anchored and started by the Director of Ceremony, Ms. Puda, Professor Dharam Singh, myself, TPC Chair, who provided the overview of the conference. Dr. Namo, Vice Chancellor of NUST, delivered his inaugural welcome address to the guest participants and official opened the conference. Mr. Khatar, and Acting Deputy Director, NETCOM, Mr. Berger, CEO NAMDAP, Dr. Like Rastas, and Managing Director MTC, Professor Michael Hinke, Director IEEE Region 8, Professor Ukuru, Chair IEEE South Africa Section, Professor Anissa Peters, CEO NCRST, have gave their valuable remarks during the inaugural session. Professor Nikondo, Deputy Vice Chancellor of Teaching Learning Technology, must deliver the vote of thanks. In the afternoon, 8 parallel sessions were organized in 2 slots for 55 paper presentations. Day 2, The Faculty of Computing and Informatics Research Day was organized on the second day of the conference. The aim of the research day in conjunction with the ETNCC conference is to increase the number of research publications in the host university and improve the research quality so that the result of the faculty research will be known to the public and can be produced massive part of the improvement of people's lives quality and prosperity. The Faculty of Research Day consisted an inaugural session, 3 keynote speeches, and African Research Symposium. The African Research Symposium includes invited talks and the oral contribution from African researchers. It was an excellent opportunity for all faculty members, research scholars, and students to exhibit their aptitude for the research. Research Day encourages and promotes communications and collaboration between researchers at the university, national, and the international level. After the inaugural session of the Research Day, 4 technical sessions were organized in 2 slots for 27 paper presentation. In the afternoon, a workshop on high-performance computing for coastal modeling was organized by HPC and mining industry experts. 5 keynote speeches and 2 paper presentations, 2 presentations were presented. Further, INDABAX Namibia 2004 was organized in parallel with the technical sessions, and the theme harnessing the power of data and AI for Namibia's development. Participant, please unmute. INDABAX provide a unique platform for young innovators to develop showcase solutions that address critical economic and social challenges. An FCI research seminar was organized and the student abstracts presentations were presented in 2 sessions. On July 25th, day 3, 8 technical sessions were held in, 9 technical sessions were held for 45 paper presentations, followed by the validatory session. Now, the important thing, the recommendation that's emerged from the conference are follows. Scalable and adaptive security solutions for 5G network can provide a secure network for peoples and can be implemented on the Internet of Everything devices. Next generation wireless network are expected to serve wide range of low latency Internet of Things. Applications such as military operations, vehicle to everything communications, augmented virtual reality, precision farming, disaster response, autonomous driving, remote surgery, many more because of their significant advancement in wireless communications. The technology of 5G service provides many benefits, including seamless coverage of high data rate, low latency, and high reliable communications. Integrating of 5G, 6G further enhance the mobile edge computing by providing ultra low latency and high bandwidth connections. To predict storm erosion and wave run-up, a computational modeling technology, XBH and XBG model can be useful for better prediction with the help of high-performance computing. HPC technology are one of today's most important technology transform the economy and society. To develop a storm warning system for the coastal mining operation, a computational modeling technology can be useful to ensure seawall or robust to storm wave action and provide advanced warning for strategy of the sand seawall and planning how to survive each storm event. For precision detecting the angle of rotate rectangular, a hybrid architecture of the conventional neural network with multi-layer perception and support vector regression has better accuracy compared to the model of rely only on CNN and MLP. Developing a security framework specifically tailored to address the unique challenges posed by converged optional technology and information technology system with the helpful in mitigating security risks while ensuring the operational process remain efficient and productivity and align with the Sustainable Development Goal 9. Safeguarding the well-being of women emerging a critical concern in contemporary society. A GPS-enabled IoT tracking system can be useful for empowering women's safety. Convolutional neural network exhibits significant vulnerabilities to various adversely attacks, leading to notable degradation in performance of metrics like accuracy, loss, image quality. There is a need to develop more resilient CNN architecture and defense mechanism to counteract these vulnerabilities, particularly critical applications where CNN reliability is important. A cloud-based Internet of Things weather reporting systems can be developed by utilizing GSM, SMS technology to send high alert signal based on typical meteorological data and inform the responsible government organization providing an affordable, low power and real-time or population monitoring solutions. The integration of embedded systems and IoT technology in a smart irrigation system can be helpful in optimizing water usage in agriculture. We know the blockchain technology is useful to provide immutable ledgers through which insurance companies can transfer insurance claims, thereby helping eliminating common sources of data theft and destruction in the insurance industry. Blockchain technology also boasts the numerous advantages of our traditional healthcare system. It offers enhanced security as a patient health record are stored in an encrypted format across the distributed network. Furthermore, it provides more efficient means of secure sharing patient health record among healthcare providers. When deploy critical missions like disaster region to survey areas and make informed decisions, communication with the base stations may be compromised in harsh dynamic environment. So, unmanned aerial vehicles have been able to find the feasible solutions to many of the challenges faced by various industry sectors today. An industrial IoT-based edge-enabled monitoring systems for mold controller to injection plastic modeling technology can be implemented to enable Industry 5.0. Wireless sensor technologies are crucial to facilitate the Internet of Things ecosystem for continuous data collections and information transmission to ensure the systematic analysis of various applications for decision making. An approach of sensors node localization wireless sensor assisted IoT networks by commissioning the RSA and linear embedding algorithm is essential to determine the physical location of the devices to optimize the network performance. Director of Ceremony, we warmly thanks the keynote speakers, the reviewers, the session chairs, the moderators, and all researchers, scientists who contributed to the conference organizer with this times and efforts. I would like to special thank to my colleague Prof. Jare. He's with me here, and Prof. Shailendra Singh is also travels far from here. So thank you, Profs, for coming here, and we'd like to support for the next version also from you. But all above, we thank the authors and presenters who make the ETNCC conference a great success this year. Thank you to everyone who has contributed to technical program, the authors, the reviewers, the technical program committee members for their terrific work evaluating the papers. Especially, I would like to thank Prof. Jose for chairing the HPC workshop. I thank you, and I think after the Prof. Nayak, are you available here?
Yes, I'm available. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are available. And I think our general chair for the next conference, the Professor Pangai will also give the dates and for the next conference. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. Singh, for that extensive overview of the last 3 days. And I think we should really give him a round of applause for the work. I would now like to invite Prof. Nayak. You can take the floor. He's the Pro-Chancellor of the Global Open University in Nagaland for his remarks. Prof?
Okay. Very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you very much, ma'am, for inviting me on this valedictory occasion of this 3 days international conference on emerging trends in computer network and computer communication. I am really grateful to Namibia University of Science and Technology, UNESCO Chair and IEEE for giving me this opportunity to address on the occasion of the valedictory function of this great international conference. With all the respect to the Honorable Vice Chancellor and Deputy Vice Chancellor in their absentia, and my colleague and the UNESCO Chair of the said university, Dr. Dharam Singh Jadji, I want to address on this occasion. First of all, I must have to congratulate the organizer for choosing such a nice and a timely demanding theme, that is the emerging trends in networking and computer communication. No doubt, it is very well known to everybody by the virtue of the tremendous development in the computer communications and the concept of networking. Today, we are bringing the global community into a very small domain, and we are telling the concept of a global village. So far as the evolution of this networking technology is concerned, it has been very fastly and rapidly grown since last 5 decades. I can tell, if you tell the concept and origination of the networking, we must remember the ARPANET, which was dedicated for interconnecting the 5 defense locations of United States of America, known as Pentagon, and the ARPANET and the networking concept has started from that day. And timing, with the respect of the time, these technologies have been tremendously changed. Rather, the changes, the pace of the change is so much, and we define the changes in the computer science and information technology as a constant also, because the changes are always there. If we look back to the 7 decades history, when the first generation computer ENIAC came into the existence in the Pennsylvania University of United States of America by 2 electrical engineering professors, James Eckert and John Macaulay, imagine the shape of the computer was 500 square feet and 18,000 circuit integration through the electronic valve and having only 5,000 calculations per second. And come to that, the generation have come across, and we are having the electronic valve to transistor, then chips, then microchips, and all these things, and millions and millions of the chips got integrated and packed and led to the concept of the microprocessor. So by the time being, after the development of the ARPANET, lot of tremendous changes have been taken, and the computer and the networking concept, you can tell the computer and network got integrated, and by the meantime, lot of development have been started. In 60s, we have started the isolated computing for research and development. In 70s, we have started the computing for the business application, business computing, and 70s, fortunately, we have got the networking. And after that, the concept of network got evolved. So, and we started connecting the computers in the smaller domain in the name of LAN, then MAN, then WAN, all these things happened, and that way a computer network started. And by the meantime, the different organizations have been developed their individual networks, isolated networks for their own applications. And in the 90s, the internet concept got explored, the interconnectivity of the networks into a very bigger platform, and the internet concept came. After development of internet in the 90s, but fortunately in the late 90s, the multimedia concept came, the integration of all medium of communication brought to a single medium that is known as multimedium, and computer got the capability for interfacing with this multimedium. That is why multimedia computer concept came. By the union of the computer networking, that to internetworking and multimedia, the concept of ICT has emerged. And when the concept of ICT have emerged, that means the thing is happened. And am I audible, ma'am? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible well.
Can hear you.
And concept of ICT came information and communication technology. And the network played a great role so far as the data communication is concerned and rapid exchange of the data is concerned. And we became the need of the high-speed networking and got it developed. Because as we know, necessity is the mother of the invention, mother of the discovery. And when there was the requirement, the things has came accordingly. In 90s, when the ICT concept came, so we are having the very latter form of the database concept. Prior to that, when we are thinking of the data, we are thinking data is the collection of facts and figures. But after the ICT concept, after the multimedia, internet and connectivity there, so the data, the volume of data has been having the explosion like anything, because due to the business competitiveness, due to the larger social application, due to the huge volume of data in the research and development, and due to the huge volume of data in the social sector also. So data got collected in the form of the text, in the form of the numerals, in the form of the voice, in the form of the symbols, charts, graphs, in many of the voice and the sound and all these things. So this happened due to the multimedia concept. And the data, when the volume of data became tremendously high, and the volume became exponentially grown, because larger volume got consumed for storing the visual data, for storing the pictures, for storing the images, for storing the voices. So that led to the concept of the big data. We have also seen the chronological development according to the development in networking so far as the data management field is concerned. 60s, we have dealt with the isolated data. 70, we have dealt with the group data in form of the files. And 80, we came to the database management, intercollection of the files. In 2000, we came to the data mining, data warehousing, and like this, and we led to the big data concept. When the volume of data becomes so high, and yes, please.
Prof. Nayak, yeah.
So
our hotel will close, and we are running.
So yes, I'm completing. And according to the volume of data, so what happened? The velocity, the variety, and the volume, that became a concern with the big data. And when the volume of the data was quite huge, the velocity is also very much needed to be fast. The concept of advanced data communication, the concept of advanced networking came into the bigger use in that sense. But today, what happened? So we have came to in that platform today. So started from slow age, we have just got the 5G, which is 100 times faster than the 4G. And this 5G will definitely enable to us having a mobile telecommunication in the future instead of the traditional telecommunication. Apart from that, 5G application, the recent trends is there. In place of the cloud computing, we are having the advantage by the edge computing and fog computing, and we are having the IoT, and all these things became possible due to the high-speed data communication, advancement in the networking and computer communication. What we see and foresee for the future trends, this data communication, computer communication and networking will be tremendously affected and speed will be enhanced like anything. And we will be having the data transfer, we are having the data transfer capacity in the gigabits per second. We have already passed out from the megabits per second and all these things. So quantum networking will be the future concern. So definitely along with the quantum networking, we can have the blockchain-based networking, and we can have the networking, artificial intelligence in the networking, and having the advanced IoT, or come to the IoE. We are having the communication facility from the machine to machine, or machine to device, or device to machine, but we can have the communication facility from man to man also. And that means what I can foresee by the virtue of this tremendous trends in networking and the advancement of the networking, our software writers will be writing the mental communication software. And what will happen? The mental communication software can be uploaded in the minds, two people's mind, so that they can communicate. And these kinds of physical devices, like mobiles and all these things, will become to the obsolete. And we'll be using the new trends of data communication for converting the energy into the materials. That means we can able to have by combining this technology with the virtual reality, with the IoT, and with the smart computing, we can call any person at any time, and his physical image, the virtual image will be in front of us, and we can be able to talk with him by the voice synthesis. We can be able to see him through the image processing, and all these things will be coming in future. These future trends of data communication and computer networking is having a very tremendous opportunity to grow and for making our society more vibrant, for using the ICT concept. With these words, I want to conclude my speech. Thank you very much for inviting me on this auspicious of the valedictory function as a chief guest to give my remark. Thank you very much, Dharam Singh ji. Thank you very much, university authorities, and thank you all the organizers who are participating and contributing in this great conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Prof. Nayak. So I want to inform about the Prof. Nayak. He was my colleague. He was the president of Computer Society of India. He was the president of the ICT section, Indian Science Congress. I think Indian Science Congress, there are more than 100,000 members. And you know, in COVID-19 last 3 years, I think he organized more than 1,000 conferences and event. I don't know.
Thank you very much.
That may be the world record something.
And it is your great contribution in that direction. You have
thank you, Prof. Thank you, Prof, accepting our request, and we want to see you in person in the next version.
Conference. I will be available in person. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. इसमें था बढ़िया होता है, इसमें इतना बढ़िया नहीं होता।
Okay.
Next. We'll announce next version of the call.
Okay. Okay, good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen, and all distinguished invited esteemed guests who are still with us. Allow me to give the vote of thanks, which I regard as one of the most difficult tasks that one can do, mostly because when you are giving a vote of thanks, it's very easy to overlook someone. And you know, if you have put in a lot of effort in a conference and you are overlooked in the acknowledgements, it's not something that tastes very nice. So I would like to borrow from the concept of the unknown soldier, which is a very popular concept in countries like Namibia, where they recognize that we do have some heroes whom we will not be able to mention by name. But nevertheless, if you don't hear your name mentioned in the vote of thanks today, just know that we are acknowledging you. You are our hero indeed, and we appreciate what we have done. So I will stand on the protocols that have already been established. And as we come to the end of this enriching event, it is my privilege and honor to extend gratitude and thanks to a number of people. First and foremost, let me start by acknowledging and extending our sincere thanks to our keynote speakers. Let me start with Professor Mike Hinche from University of Limerick for his insightful talk on innovations in software for the smart economy. Let me also acknowledge and thank Professor Stephen B. Gilbert from Iowa State University for sharing his expertise on users' mental models in artificial intelligence and success. I will also acknowledge Prof. Ashke Kumar from Ratho University in Singapore for enlightening us on connected vehicle technology beyond electrification. Let me also take this opportunity to acknowledge Professor Noah Zaman Yanji from Taylor University for his presentation on emerging metaverse opportunities and cybersecurity challenges. I would like also to extend my sincere appreciation to Professor Meenakshi Tripathi from MNIT Jaipur for a talk on detecting cyber attacks in VANETs. I'll also take this opportunity to acknowledge and extend sincere thanks to Dr. Praveer Malik from QI Quantum for introducing us to the quarterly interpretation of quantum dynamics and its technological implication. Let me also acknowledge Professor Rangarilai Jere from Sisulu University for presenting an architecture for open data sets in Southern Africa. And then let me also extend sincere thanks to our keynote speaker, Dr. Dugesh Kumar Mishra from Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences for his case study on machine learning made easy. And also Professor Olawade Daramola from the University of Pretoria for discussing the imperatives for human-centric and explanation-aware decision support systems. I will also have failed in my duty if I do not acknowledge Dr. Vivian Ogochukwu Nwaocha from the National Open University of Nigeria for a talk on a proactive scheme for averting deepfakes from online platforms. Also in the same manner, let me acknowledge and thank the other speakers like Mr. Ferdinand Katire, the Acting Deputy Secretary General for the Namibia National Commission for UNESCO, our industry partners like Mr. Rien Bega, the CEO for NAMDEB, Dr. Liki Erastus, the MD for MTC, Dr. Udochukwu, the chair for IEEE Southern Africa section, Professor Anisha Peters, the CEO for the National Commission on Science, Research and Technology, researchers, reviewers, moderators. It is due to your hard work and effort that the conference was able to be a success. And we want to thank you as you invest a lot of time and effort in searching for knowledge to advance how we apply technology for societal impact. At this point, let me also take the opportunity to thank the leadership of the National University of Science and Technology for hosting this conference and providing the platform for us to be able to host this conference successfully. together with all the associated infrastructure that was provided, including the caterers for all the refreshments that we were able to receive. So everyone who also participated in one way or the other, either through attendance virtually and in person, would like also to thank each and every one of you. So as we leave, let us carry forward the knowledge and inspiration that we have gained in this conference, and I hope we'll be able to use it to continue to advance our field. Thank you, everyone, for making this event a resounding success.
Thank you, Dr. Mavarenita. And of course, we'll all like to know when we should prepare for the next conference. So I will call Professor Fungai Bonushava to give us the dates for the next conference.
So we are all excited. We didn't want to end this session. Next year, we meet here, same place in August, from the 5th to the 7th of August. So please block your calendars, prepare your manuscripts, and already start uploading them for the next congregation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prof. Would like to have just one more announcement before we leave. So all masters and PhD students, there'll be a workshop happening here at 2:30. And with that, we have come to the closing of the conference. I'd like to thank everybody online and in the room for all the hard work that has been done. So thank you very much, and have a good day.